Hello guys, once again welcome you all to my YouTube channel, the SCADA Insider. So in previous tutorial, we have learned regarding what is WinCC SCADA system. Also, we have gone through the WinCC SCADA licensings as well as how we install the WinCC SCADA. Now in today's tutorial, we will see how to start or how to configure a WinCC project. Before that, once like we will just have a review of our previous tutorials. So in previous tutorial, we have created like we have installed the WinCC SCADA software. So during the installation, there were some folders created at the backend. So here we can see a Siemens folder is being created where we have a WinCC folder, and in that folder we have a 3.19 folder. This mentions the WinCC version which we have installed. Similarly, while installation, we have also ticked two demo projects. So these two demo projects were being created in this WinCC approach folder. That is the demo application and getting started. Now we will see how to create a project in WinCC. So for creating a project in WinCC in start bar, we need to search for the project administrator, or directly we can go to the Siemens folder here. All, and here in the Siemens uh, yeah, in the Siemens automation we will see these three configurations available. So one is project console, first one is project administration, the documentation part, and the 3.19 console. So now for creating a new project we need to double click on 3.19 project administration. So I'm just double clicking on this particular tab. As soon as we double click, we will see a project administrator in front of us. So this is nothing but like a administrator window where we can create projects, where we can register new projects, or we can delete the projects. Also, we can do all the project related configurations available. We will see one by one all the options. The first option here we can see if we need to exit this particular window, I will just click on this window. We will exit from this window. Again, if I need to directly go to the project administrator, we can directly search as project administrator here and open the project administrator. The second window is for the second icon is for project creation. Here we can see there are many type of configurations available while creating a new project. So the first project is standard project, that is the standalone SCADA projects, along with some kind of SSL certifications which we need to configure. Second one is the legacy standard project. Third one is a remote UI project, then redundant project, copy redundant project, distributed project, redundant distributed project, remote driver project. So all of these configurations are available. Now all these configurations, we will have a detailed video on this particular configurations available. Today we will just start with the standalone project. So we will start with legacy standard project. Now the second option available is for registering any existing project. Suppose you have created a project in WinCC and you need to register that project. So you will just click on a register project icon. You will see this kind of pop-up available. You will navigate to that project and you can register it. Third one is if you need to delete any of the existing project from this window, you need to click on that project and click on delete icon. The project will be deleted. Change project properties. So this is the something related to configuration. So every project has its own configuration available. So we can just see this kind of configuration. In this configuration window, there are some paths available where our project is being stored. So PVS is path where Siemens libraries are available. Project path where we are going to create the project. The project version, that is the software version. The languages in which this project is being created. Okay. Then the PMON port. So PMON port is basically the process monitor port on which this project is being running. So currently we have it as a 4999. After that, we have the project console. So when we click on project console, we can see different kind of managers available. So all this manager I have already discussed in my previous tutorial. What is the meaning of each of these managers, how they are useful. So we will again have a detailed discussion regarding to these managers once we create the project. Now, these two icons here we can see one is to start the project. So the green icon is to start the WinCC project. The second red icon is to stop the WinCC project. This particular icon help us to refresh project. So if any project is in running state or not running state, we can just refresh it and check the status once again. Here we are able to switch the language. Suppose we have created a project in different versions. Now we can select the language from this particular thing, and that version will be upgraded. So we can see the language has been changed here. I'm maintaining it to English. Then license information. Currently, I'm using a not have a license available with me now. So here we can see the container is empty. But whenever you get the license from Siemens, you can just create a container here. So we will create a new container from here. The container will be created, but currently the container is empty. So as soon as we receive the license from Siemens, here we can see all the available licenses which will be used in the WinCC OA. Then we have log viewer. Log viewer is basically when we start the project. In this log viewer, we will get all the statuses regarding the project process. So all the processes which are running in this WinCC OA will be available in this log viewer. So this help us for diagnosis of any kind of issue which are being faced, or we are able to view the log files in this log viewer. Then the second last icon here, we can see it as a version of WinCC OA which we have installed. So currently, I have installed 2.19 patch 15 version, and the last is nothing but the help file. So this is a very much important file and very detailed file where all the details are being available regarding to WinCC OA. We can just navigate to this help file and you can check everything regarding to the functions which are used in the development related part, project administration, everything. You can just go through this WinCC OA file. Even this help documentation is available on web browser. You can just go to the Google and check for WinCC OA documentation. You will get the details regarding to the help file. Now, this was something regarding the project administrator. We will now start with the project creation. So for creating a new project, we need to go to the second icon, click on new project. We will use the standalone project. So we will just go with legacy standard project. Now, after clicking on this one, we need to click on next button. It will ask us the project name. Suppose now I'm giving a project name as we can say demo project. Demo project. And while providing the project name, here we can see there are many languages available. So as per the country or as per the project location, you can select the language which is preferred by your vendor or your customer. For now, I'm just selecting English. If you need to select any other language, you can just click on Shift button and you can select those many languages. For now, I just need to go with the English, so I will just select as the English language path. Now, path we can by default it is going us to the Siemens automation path, but for me, I will select something. Okay, we will go with this path only for your reference. I will select this path, Siemens automation WinCC OA, select folder. Okay. Now this new software versions WinCC OA, we have two options available. Either we can go with the value archive, either we can go with SQLite database. So I mostly prefer to use the SQLite database. It is more faster and very user friendly. So I mostly use the SQLite database. And if you want your project to be password protected, you can click on this password protection, else you can let it empty and go on next button. So I mostly do not password restrict my project. Click on next button. Here we can see all the details which we have selected. So my project path is between Siemens Automation WinCC UI. Runnable, yes. Password protected, no. Languages which I have selected, yes. Next Gen Archiver, yes. SQLite database, yes. Click on OK button. Now again here you can see there are different color themes available. So as per user specific, they can select the this particular modern icon theme, or you can just go with the color theme. So I have maintained the default one. Click on OK button for creating a project. Then we have another user available as the root user. So the root user is basically he is having all the rights for this particular project, and the root user can like we can say it as an admin user. He has all the rights for the development related thing, all the kind of configuration, system management. He can do everything. Mostly I do not prefer to set the password for root user. Once all the project is being created, we are handing over the project to the customer. At that time we can just set the password to the root, so no one can directly access the development environment, or no one can make any kind of changes into the system. So I'm setting it to the new. So just wait, the project is being created. Okay. So here we can see a pop-up, project has been created. So I will click on OK button. Now, when the project is being created, we can see the project path which we have provided. So it was in WinCC OA. So here we can see the demo project is being created. Now, after the project is being created, we will see that project has been added here. Previously, we had some example projects which are by default provided by Siemens by WinCC software. Now I have created a new project. So this project is added here as a demo project. And at the same time, a folder is being created in the C drive where we have given the path. So this is the folders which is available. We will go to the folder structure. So here we can see this is kind of folder structure available for any kind of WinCC project. So most probably bin folder is empty. Uh, then color DB. Color DB is basically the particular, like we can say, any kind of we are giving any animations to the instrument, and if we have any, if we want to have any custom color, then we can take that particular color DB into the project folder, and we can customize that colors. Config file. The config file which we have checked here, like when we go to the particular config folder, here we can see demo project config and this config file. So this particular config folder is available here. You can see the config path is available here. Then data folder. So this is something regarding to the data file. DB folder, we can say the database of the WinCC UI. DP list. These are some import export file which we can export from the WinCC UI software and then again import those files. Those are stored into this DP list. Help file. So where we have seen the help file available. So yeah, again, this folder is for the help file. Images. If you want to store any kind of images which are to be used in project, that can be stored into this images folders, also in the pictures folders. Then log file. All the WinCC related logs are available into this log file. Panels. Panels are basically the folder where we are going to create the screens, or we can say SCADA mimics. Pictures, as I told, if you want to integrate any kind of images into this SCADA screens or mimic, you can store those pictures into this particular pictures folder and you can use into the project. Script. Script folder is something related to the scripts, or we can say programming scripts which we are writing into the software to make any kind of process flow, or we need to do any kind of functions. That scripts can be written and that are stored basically into this scripts folder. Okay. So this is some overview related to the project folder. You can, if you have any kind of doubt, you can just comment into the video and ask me. I will provide you detailed explanation on this particular things. So this is a beginner's video. So I'm not giving more details regarding to this particular things. Now we are going to the project administrator. So here we see the demo project is being created. For checking the details, we will just click on the configuration. Now I'm going to the config. Here we can see we have created a Siemens project. So by default, the library for the Siemens project path is 3.19. After that, we have created our project. It comes under this project path equal to this one, WinCC demo project. Our project version is 3.19. As we have used the SQLite, so the SQLite details are available, and we have selected only one language. So for that particular language, only one language is shown here, enclosing it, and the default PMON port is 4999. Okay. Now I will click on the console button. Here we can see all the processes which are available. So the processes which I have explained you in the previous videos, where I have explained you regarding the WinCC SCADA framework. So these are all the processes which are basically we are configuring into the console. First one is a process monitor, which is taking care of all this console. All the managers which are being loaded into this process monitor are taken care by this process monitor. Database manager, next gen archiver, event manager, which is the we can say the heart of the system. Multiplexing proxy, control manager, simulation driver, user interface. So for knowing this detail, you can just watch my previous video regarding WinCC SCADA framework. Okay. Now, how we need to start this project? Either you can start the project from here, or else if you are not open the console, you can just go here, refresh it. You can see this green button is available. Once you click on this green button, your project will be started. You will see the log viewer has been open. As soon you can get some kind of pop-up in this way. You just need to give the access to them. Okay. Now, here we can see a pop-up available. Mm, yeah, this kind of pop-up is available. What is it mentioning is WinCC has determined that you have a demo license and will shut down after a demo time limit. Okay. So when this pop-up appear, when you do not have the WinCC licensing, this kind of pop-up will be available to you. So in this case, you can use the WinCC software for a demo period, a grace period of 30 minutes. After every 30 minutes, this project will be restarted. So we can say the WinCC in demo without license can run up to 30 minutes, and after that it will restart itself. Okay. As soon as I click on this green button, all these managers started turning one by one. They started turning green color. So that this indicate that all are healthy and all are like all the managers have been started. So it is also giving us a confirmation in this log file. So here we can see whenever all the managers are getting started, we can see the manager start command is available. So the first line indicates that we have given a manager start command. Here we can see loading DP identification, initialing last loading initial data point, initial alert class and all. Then manager start for WinCC next gen archiver, then WinCC event manager. Here we can see WinCC proxy, we can see the control manager. Here we can see WinCC simulation manager. And the last one is for the GEDI. What is GEDI is basically uh, development environment graphic editor. We can say it as a GEDI. The shortcut is short form is GEDI for the graphic editor. So this log file is very much important for you as this gives the detailed idea what kind of issues are being faced in SCADA. Is my SCADA smoothly running? Is it stable? Is there any kind of issues happening? Is there any communication errors? Is my script running properly or not? All those errors and events are available into this log viewer. Okay, so this is very much important. Now you can see I've configured the user interface dash mgd. So whenever you need to open a graphic editor, you need to add one manager here, that is user interface manager. And in user interface manager, you need to add this dash mgd. So whenever you create any new project, this is by default added into this particular manager. If it is not available, you can just go here, append a new manager. So using this new manager, you can see there are many number of managers available. After that, you can just click on user interface manager. You can provide the details which need to be added and click on OK button. This manager will be added here. So when just started a project, this development environment was by default open. So I will just show you once again by making it manual. I will just stop it. Now you can see it is in stop mode and I will manually play it. So I'm starting the manager start. As soon as I click on play button, you can see it asks me to enter password. So we have not provided any password for root. We can just click on OK button and my graphic editor will be opened. Here we can see the development environment available for us. Okay, this way. If you need to exit the graphic editor, you can just click on exit button. Else you can just go here and you can click on stop button. So this graphic editor can be closed from here also. So there are two options available. Either you can close from the window directly or you can stop any of the process from here. Okay. Even if you need to stop the project from this window, you can click on the stop button. Now project will stop one by one. At the same time, you can see in the log file, project is being stopped. So you can see the closing connection, connection closing, manager is being stopped in this way. Again, if you need to start the manager, you can click on start button. All the managers will be started and my project will be started. Okay, this way. Now, here we can see that the main managers, or we can say the core of the particular SCADA to be in the running condition is we need a process monitor, we need database, we need next gen archiver, we require event manager, which is heart of the system. We need the control manager, multiplexing proxy, and simulation driver. And if you need to communicate with any other devices, if you need to communicate with the Modbus devices, if you need to communicate with Siemens PLCs, if you need to communicate over OPC, OPCDA, then we have this many number of managers available with us. So here we can see we have user interface manager, database manager, SQLite, distribution, event manager, multiplexing proxy, redundancy. Now, what these managers are doing actually? So at the start of project, we see there were different configurations available. There were some configurations related to redundancy. There were some configurations related to distribution. So all these managers are by default added once we choose the particular project configuration while creating the project. Okay. So these managers are helpful, are then added into this particular console. Additionally, for communicating with the other devices, then we have this many number of drivers available. You can say DNP3 if you need to communicate with electrical devices using IC 6150, 104, Modbus, MQTT, OPCDA, OPSDA, OPC UA server, client, Profinet. There are many number of drivers available. You can go through these details in the WinCC help file, which kind of drivers, which kind of communication protocols are supported by WinCC. Okay. So this was a short tutorial regarding creation of WinCC project. If you have any kind of doubts in how to create a WinCC project or you are facing any kind of issues during creation of WinCC project, you can just reach out to me. Thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. Have a nice day.